Period, or we can also say series, right? So
Yes.
from left side to right side, that is called period, also called as series. These two, the lanthanide series and actinide series, actually named especially as a series, but these are also you can call as series, but mostly it is called period, right? So one, this is number one, two, three, four, like this way, right? If you look at the periodic table, the first one is hydrogen, right? What is the number of uh, proton or atomic number of hydrogen,
One.
One.
and how many electrons it has?
One.
One.
How about helium?
Helium has two neutron, proton, and two electron.
Very good. So number of electron is 2, right? So like this way, this will be gradually placed according to their electronic configuration, right? So lithium has placed here, it number of electron is 3. Beryllium is placed here, so number of electron is 4. Like this way, the other elements will be placed in the periods and groups in the periodic table. Okay, so in this period and group, what we discuss, firstly we will discuss the how the elements is placed according to the electronic configuration in the periodic table, and then how what is the properties in the group, and what is the properties of different series or different periods. Okay, how the characteristics or properties will be changed according to their group and according to the series, according to the periods. Okay, and also we'll discuss some limitations or advantages, actually advantages of this periodic table in this chapter, and then also we'll discuss the some of the limitations of the periodic table, and lastly we'll discuss some of the different way of describing the characteristics of the elements between the series and between the groups. Okay, so this all, it is a very small chapter. So before going further, let me ask you, do you know what is the last class date for this Ramadan? Is it the last week or any other, and one more week you'll get?
6th May is the last date, most probably.
Again, please.
6th May. 6th May.
6th of May, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's to 2nd May. Today is 2nd May, right? And then
Yes,
this week will be the last week for you, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. And another thing is you have city exam on 20th of this month.
Sir, we have one city at 6th May.
But for chemistry, I am saying. Okay. Chemistry first city. Is it on 6th of May?
No, sir.
Which exam you have on 6th of May?
Sir, math one.
Okay, so I hope the chemistry is 20th. If you have the city schedule, you have? Can you check your schedule? City schedule, city 1, 20th May. Do you know this one?
Sir, yes, sir. According to the last schedule, sir, on 20th May, sir, we have, sir, sir, chemistry 101.
Right. So that will be the city 1. Okay. And these two class I will get today, and then next maybe on Tuesday there will be another class. So these two class will complete this periodic table, and the first chapter, chapter 1, and this small chapter, these two will be comprised the syllabus of your city 1. Is it okay for you?
Sir, please repeat it once. Sir.
Once more.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't get you actually. Should I repeat? You asked me to repeat, or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have asked you to repeat that.
Okay, the structure of atom, concept of structure of atom, the first chapter we have completed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and this is second chapter, periodic table. This is very small chapter basically, and first chapter was not also too large. That was kind of medium. So these two chapter will be the syllabus for city 1. Is it okay for you?
Okay, sir.
And 20th May is the first class after Eid vacation. Isn't it? Or what is the day? 20th May will be the Thursday, right? So I'm not sure, maybe the second class, or anyway, first class or second class or third class, when it will be resume your class again, do you know? Do you know when the class will be resume again after Eid vacation?
So we are not sure, but maybe from 17.
Maybe from 17. Okay, so if it is from 17, that is Monday. But anyway, before 20th, this class test or chemistry class test, is there any class test in your schedule? Before the chemistry class test, city 1 on 20th May, is there any class test scheduled?
Yes, sir, there is one.
Or what is the date?
Sir, 18.
18 and 20.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hope you will not have a problem, because you will get 1 day leave, 1 day gap actually, and then you can complete the chapters. Okay, so let's move to class again, because we are discussing about the difference.
Sir,
Yes, please. Somebody was saying
I
something.
need your email address once more. Sir, I need your email address.
Email address for
submit the lab report.
you got from Google Classroom. I hope you can find in Google Classroom.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So according to the electronic configuration, as I said few times, the elements has been divided in 4 groups. Okay, one is inert gases, right? Another one is representative elements, another one is transition elements, and last one is inert transition elements. Okay, can you tell me which one is inert gas, which part is inert gases from this periodic table?
Sir, all
Group
group
18.
18 elements.
Where is group 18 elements?
At the right side.
At the right side, this helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
group is called inert gas, right? How about the S and P group? That means the representative elements. S and P group, P block elements.
Group 1 and 2 and 13 to
This
17.
group 1 and 2, and from here to here, right? These are ASP, S and P block element, right? Or representative groups, right? How about the group transition element?
From group 3 to 12.
3 to 12. This part, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how about the lanthanide series? Here, right? But
Sir,
this
from
is not
57 to 71.
right. 57 to 71 cannot be placed here due to the lack of place. That's why it is placed outside the main body of periodic table, right? How about actinide series? Here, right?
Yes, sir. From 89 to 103.
Very good. So, but according to the similar region, it will be placed to the outside of the main body of periodic table. So, if we go to the characteristics of the periodic table one by one, inert gas. According to the electronic configuration, if you look at the electronic configuration, you find that in the inert gas, the electronic configuration become completely stable, right? And fully filled up, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these two characteristics are actually related to each other. When the electronic configuration become completely filled up, the configuration or the elements become more stable, right? They do not want to react with other, right? So that is the reason of the inert gas become inert, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this inert gas also called as zero group element. Mostly the electronic configuration become the last S and P, S2 and P6. This is
Yes,
the
sir.
last two orbital, but for only helium, this is S2,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 1:2.
1:2, that will be 1:2. Very good. So it will not be 2:2, right? It will be 1:2. This is 1:2, right? Very good. So it is the type missed, I think. Okay. Next is the representative elements. That means S and P block elements. Can you recall, any one of you, what is S and P block elements?
So when we rearrange the electrons, and if electrons aims in s orbital or p orbital, that is called s or p block elements.
That means the last electron move to S or P orbital, right?
Yes,
Isn't
sir.
it? Okay. So
Yes, sir.
it is just I am making it easy. The last electron will move to S or P orbital, right? That will be called as S block and P block elements. Okay. Mostly the S and P block elements are mixed. Some are metals and some are non-metals, right? The S block mostly they are metals, and P blocks are mostly they are non-metals, right? If you look at the periods,
Yes, sir.
periodic table, in the periodic table, you find that these two are S block elements, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
these two
Yes,
are
sir.
these groups are P block elements basically. Okay, these are basically the non-metals with some metallic characteristics sometimes, but basically these are non-metals, and these are purely metals. Okay, so alkaline earth metal, these two groups, and the other P block elements are non-metals. How about the transition elements or D block elements? Anyone? Can you
So
Yes,
Similarly, previous if electron will move d orbital, that is called d block elements.
very good. And how about then transition element?
uh, the electron will move f block, and then we can call the atom as f block elements.
Yes, how about transition element? Can you recall what you can, which one will be called as
The,
transition element? Yes,
the stable ionic configuration of d block element has partially filled d block, then it is called transition element.
partially filled, those are p block, sorry, the transition element. When we see in the inert gases, we said that full filled S and P block element. But in case of d orbital, that can be fully filled, but that will be named as d block elements, but that will not be transition element, right? Isn't it?
Yes,
When
sir.
d is completely filled, that will not be called as transition element. Only
Yes, sir.
few exception. So when there will be partially filled d orbital, that will be called as transition element. Otherwise, not much difference between the d block elements and transition element. Both are almost similar in kind, some with some exception. Okay. So there is a related question you already studied in HSC, that is explain the all transition metals are d block elements, right? But all d block elements are not transition element.
Yes, sir.
I hope you got the clue of the answer, right?
Yes, sir.
And you know this one, but many of you may forget. That's why I just remind you. So from here, maybe the answer you may not get this one, but you can collect from the book that may have the answer for this question. Okay. Last one is inner transition elements, F block elements. As you already told that when the last electron, right, last electron will move forward, actually placed to the f orbital, that will be called as f block element. And it is also metal, and other properties it has actually multiple properties, and these are also called the inner transition element. Okay. And specifically those are named as lanthanide series and actinide series, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if we discuss transition element, need to have very much attention, right? Because we have in our day-to-day life a huge impact of transition element and uses of transition element everywhere, right? So if we look at the the properties of transition element, then we can find uh, few of the important properties or important characteristics. All the transition elements are high melting point. Can you name any of the transition element? Example, for example, any of the transition element?
Copper.
Copper. Any other?
Titanium.
Manganese.
Titanium. Okay.
Chromium.
Chromium. Okay. Just give me few seconds. I'm come back. I'll come back again. Okay. Okay, sorry for this. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as those are metals, transition metals are metals, right? So metals have normally high melting points, and electropositive, those are, right? What is called electropositive?
তড়িৎ ধনাত্মক।
তড়িৎ ধনাত্মক মানে কি? Can you
Sir, the
explain the
element
term?
has high tendency of donating electrons.
Electron donate. Electropositive means actually the lack of electron. If the lack of electron, that means they do not want to donate electron, rather they want to accept the electron, isn't it? Or it will be otherwise.
Yes, sir.
Metals donate electron or accept electron.
Hello all, my name is Krishna and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys,
So metals donate.
Very good. That means they will form positive
one problem statement you try to
ion.
solve. Now guys, you have to follow
Right?
some steps whenever you
By
are
donating electron, they will form positive ion, and they will form during the reaction. They will form they will create the positive ion, and then they will form the they will react with another atom. Okay, and they are also heavy metals, right? Some other characteristics, if we go forward, then the ionization energy also sometimes it slightly increase or decrease, or that means vary, but these metals have almost the same atomic and ionic size. Why same atomic and ionic size? Will come these characteristics will come to explain how the metals have almost same atomic size and an ionic size, but other elements has different atomic size and ionic size. Okay, but if you know, we can recall why these metals have almost same atomic size, because you know that every metals has its different number of electrons, right? So the size should be different to each other, either increasing or decreasing, right? But they have almost same atomic or ionic size. Do you recall anything about this one?
Sir, because shielding effect of d orbital is lower.
Very good. This is one of the thing. Another thing is actually there will be no additional orbit, right, in this transition metals. Okay, we'll discuss this point elaborately in the coming classes. Okay, there is already some slides on this one. So these are also have difference of oxidation state. Do you know what is oxidation state? Do you know what is that oxidation state?
So Jarunman.
Jarunman. What is Jarunman then? What does it mean? Oxidation state or Jarunman?
শেষ কক্ষপথে যতগুলো ইলেকট্রন দান করেছে।
Capacity of donating electrons.
Right. Capacity of donating electron and capacity of accepting electron. So basically the oxidation state become a plus. That means capacity of donating electron for elements of transition elements, right? And some general rules that transition element form colored compound. This is also have some explanation, right? Why they form colored compound. Do you know? Anybody? The tension elements form colored compound. There is a distinguished explanation on this one.
Because the d orbital has degenerates or degenerate orbits. That's why the light are different colors.
Okay, let me make it easy. Degenerate orbital, when the degenerate orbital accepts up energy, that degenerate orbital becomes splitted, right, into two different energy level, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So the electron may jump from one energy level to another energy level, right? And it will accept some energy and electron will jump, and then when it will it will come back again, it will release the energy, right? And that time it will form some spectra, right? And due to that one, it will give some color of the elements. Okay.
Yes.
So that will be discussed if we have in the syllabus, or the general information is like this. Okay. These elements are also effective catalytic agents, so it can be used as catalytic agent. You know catalyst, right? And last one,
vanadium, polonium.
Right. Vanadium, polonium, right? And all these form quite large number of complex compound. Why complex compound form? Do you know? Complex compound is related to the coordination covalent bond. Okay, so if there is a presence of ligand and a presence of a metal, that time the coordination covalent bond happens many times, and then complex, there will be formation of complex, okay, with some ligand, and that is called complex compound. Okay, so with these transition elements, these are very unique properties or characteristics. That's why these are very important in our science or research or everywhere. Okay.
Okay, sir.
We'll discuss some of the characteristics in group and period. That is called periodicity. Periodicity in Bangla. I hope you have studied in Bangla this word, periodicity. Is there any word in Bangla?
পর্যায়ভিত্তিক ধর্ম.
Right, পর্যায়ভিত্তিক ধর্ম. So I hope everybody understood. The periodicity is পর্যায়ভিত্তিক ধর্ম, right? So how the properties of an element changes in the group or in the period, we discuss in the periodicity, or we discuss in the পর্যায়ভিত্তিক ধর্ম, right? Now, if we discuss about the metallic character in the period and in the group, what we can find? If we go to the metallic character in periodic table, these two groups are metals, right? Metals form electropositive ion, right?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Okay. How about non-metals? They form electronegative ions, right?
Yes, sir.
So from the if we try to go to from top to bottom, there will be addition of orbital, right? Addition of orbit from top to bottom. So in a group, the electropositivity will be increased or decreased. That means metallic character.
Increase.
Why increase?
Because the distance electrons distance from nucleus is increasing in every state.
Atomic radius will increase.
Atomic radius will be increased, and there will be the number of energy level will be increased, right? So the distance between the last energy level will be the most one, right?
Yes, sir.
And then the attraction between the electron and of the last energy level as with the neutron will be the least one, right? The smallest one. That's why the tendency of electron releasing will be higher from top to bottom. If we go from top to bottom, the bottom will be the higher percentage of releasing, donating or releasing, right? Isn't it? Okay. So how about in the series or in the period?
Decrease.
Why decrease?
The
Left side all are metal, right? Left side all are metal, and right side all are non-metal. Non-metal do not like to donate electron or release electron, and the inert gases, right? They do not want to release electron, obviously, right?
Yes, sir.
So the left side will have the most metallic character, and going to the period or the series, you get the least characteristics of electron donating in the right side, isn't it? So we'll discuss this kind of group, the properties of in group and in the series of different characteristics, right? In the next class we'll complete this part. Okay, and few.
I have a question, sir.
Okay, please.
Sir, is group 18 under P block?
Under P block.
P block, yes.
P or D? Which one you said?
P. It has NS2 NP6, so shouldn't it be under P block?
Yes, it should have been under P block, but in P block elements, we said that the last electron should be in the P, but in the helium, last electron is in the S orbital, right? So if you contain in P, you can, if you want to rename it as P block, there is an exception of helium. If you want to make it S electron or S group, that also have exception of 5 elements, right? Have you understood my point?
Yes, sir.
That's why it is renamed completely separate, for example, and that is called inert gas or zero group elements or inert elements, right?
Yes,
inert
sir.
group. I hope you understood.
But sir, number of P block elements is 36, right?
Yes. Number of P block elements is 36. If you consider these all, then you don't have to mention the last group, because last group also include the helium, isn't it? So that time helium will not be included. That means there will be no inert gas, nothing, just because of the electron is moving to P orbital. That's why these are actually p block. Have you understood? So then you have to tell the last group excluding the helium will be under the p block elements, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Except helium, all are p block.
Right. But the characteristics of p block elements are largely differ from the inert gas element. Largely differ. There is similarities because all are gases. Most of the p block elements also gases, right? But there are some differences between these two. But as you said, that is okay. That last with excluding helium, other groups from the inert gas you can include in p block elements.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So it's 10:50. I want to conclude here. If you have any more question. The exam is on 20th May, and if I get one class during on the after the Ramadan on 18th, then we can review on the syllabus of the city syllabus, right? We can review. We can have some review class on city syllabus. So this chapter, only few slides that will be completed in next class, and then we'll have another review class on 18th of this month, and then we'll have city 1. If you have some question, any doubt, any observation, we can discuss in also in the review class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you have any more question, you may, or we can conclude. So let's conclude here. If you don't have any question, then let's conclude here. All the best to all of you.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Stay safe.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, stay healthy. Assalamualaikum. Alaikum assalam.